Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so that you never miss a Cardano update. So what I'm going to do in this one is give you, I suppose, my highlights from the Cardano Africa special yesterday. Seen some incredible information coming out yesterday of what is to come. I know it wasn't exactly what everyone wanted to see. There was a few bits missing that I would have liked to have seen, but for me, what it really has done is it has solidified my vision, or the vision of Cardano, where it is actually going, and solidified for me that this is a project that I want to hold long term due to the adoption that they are really going after. Because as I've said multiple times, with the price, what is going to sustain higher prices for us is going to be adoption. And there is this thing on price that if you're looking at price, you're not I suppose, buying into the vision of what Cardano is doing and the lives they are changing. But for me, they don't have to be separate. For me, I want to see the price going up of ADA, but I also do believe in what they're doing. And to me, they work together. By Cardano going out, doing good, getting real world adoption, that is going to drive the price. When we get Alonzo, that is when we are going to see the real price movement of ADA as well. But I will talk about that when I get on to price towards the end of the video. And there will be timestamps down below as well for anyone who wants to skip to certain sections. So looking here, this is the Cardano Africa website. It has been updated. If you haven't been on it since the event happened, you can go to it and see it's all broken down, all the different sections of what was talked about yesterday. But I'm going to go to this tweet by John O'Connor. John is the guy who has put a lot of this together in Africa. He's been working on the ground, putting a lot of these deals together. So he features a lot in the special. You can check out that as well. So here's his highlights. 5 million users for digital IDs and 30 million in the pipeline. So this was referencing the Ethiopia deal, which is, we had the Ethiopian education minister on as well for an interview on the Africa special. He talked about what they are going to do with giving 5 million students a digital ID. You will see this referred to as a DID, which is digital ID. This is all being done through Atala Prism. I'll talk about Atala Prism in a minute. It is built on top of the Cardano blockchain. So again, the 5 million is only the start as well. So that is within Ethiopia. Then looking at a new telco solution in Tanzania, which aims to be 50% of the price, 2x the speed. And this is done by World Mobile Team. They have partnered up with IOHK. I may look to see, can I get someone from World Mobile Team on, because they're also doing a token as well, and they have a whole infrastructure built there. There's actually a 26-minute segment in the blockchain, or in the Africa special. I will show you where to get that if you want to look into it and see what they're actually doing and how they're trying to bring internet connections to people in Tanzania that don't have one at all. They also have 5 new African countries by 2021, and they're looking for 20 by 2022. So Ethiopia will be the one to show what is possible, and then they can expand out into other areas as well. He also talked a small bit about a 100 million loan book after Alonzo. So Alonzo is the smart contracts, which is coming in August. We didn't get an update. That is something I would have liked to have seen, was an update on Alonzo, on the Alonzo Testnet. I was kind of expecting that. I'll talk about that in a second. So the loan book is what they are calling RealFi. So again, giving loans out through the blockchain, and it will all be tracked there. And just on that, talking about the Alonzo update, I was hoping to get an update on the testnet, because Charles put out this tweet before the event yesterday, the Alonzo rises, and showing a terminal, a blurred out terminal, that lots of rumors going around that the testnet is now live, or it is going live, or all of that, but we didn't get confirmation on it. So I will give an update as soon as I get any information on that, because that is going to really start for me the run up to what is coming for the Alonzo mainnet. Because anything that is built on the testnet, developers can go in, build their smart contracts, and then whatever they build there can be put straight onto mainnet then. So again, what we will see is what type of applications can be built. We'll get the feedback from real developers that are looking to build upon Cardano. So there will be a lot of exciting announcements over the next, I suppose, few weeks and the next 2 to 3 months. Another one that happened as well was COTI Pay. So COTI launched ADApay. So when you go to ADApay now, you can see here ADApay.finance, and again I did show a demo video of this a few days ago, but anyone can now apply to be a merchant or a charity, and this is a way for businesses or charities to accept ADA as the payment or donation. So again, when you click this, it's just an email. I am actually going to reach out to them as well just to see, can I sign up as a merchant, so that then I can look at it from both sides. So look at it from the merchant side and then look at it from the end user and show you guys both in a video. If you scroll down the bottom, if you want to see how it works, so they are working with Save the Children to, I suppose, showcase what is possible. You can select the amount that you want to do here. You put in your email, your name, click donate. It then gives you a QR code, as you will have seen in the demo, and you send the ADA, and that is all tracked at that stage. So I will do another video where I actually do the donation or payment or whatever way we do it, but this one I want to just kind of keep it on point. So that is ADApay, and I think I had finished with John's points there. There was another one as well. So I did mention Atala Prism, and that is the technology that is going to be used for the digital identities. Now this is built on top of Cardano, and there was a lot of FUD going around that Atala Prism was going to be built on a private version of the Cardano blockchain, but that is not the case. It is built on top of the public Cardano blockchain. So that means that any transactions that are settled from the digital identity solution, they end up going on to the Cardano blockchain. So again, people ask, what is all of this going to do for Cardano? This is going to drive more and more transactions on the blockchain, and eventually it will be driving a lot more adoption as well. I don't have details on how many transactions per ID or per group of IDs and stuff like that that are going to be settled. I'm still digging into that. I did get a video here. I put this out on Twitter the other day, so this wasn't part of the Africa special, but I will put a link below if anyone wants to see it. It is a demo running through how Atala Prism works, and you can see them creating the digital identity here. It is like a university creating the digital identity and then sending it to the student, and what you see at the very end then is how the transaction is settled on the blockchain. So this was on the testnet, but going forward when it's live, it will be on the mainnet. So there is another video here then as well that David has put together on Atala Prism, how it all works, so you can go through that. I will show you that as well. And look, it's not just for this part here actually, it's not just for the education system. It can be used for social programs, medical records, academic records, voting, banking, insurance. It's a complete digital identification solution. So when you go through the Africa website now, it's africa.cardano.org. You will see they've broken it into sections. So first off is about Atala Prism. And again, there's different videos linked off each section. Talking about the Ethiopian deal, the Ministry of Finance here. The interview is linked off that. More on Atala Prism. Then this here is the video that I showed of David there, the explainer video, and the technical video then. They go through some of the code that you can see what is actually behind it. SingularityNet, we had Ben Gortzel on giving an update on the AI that he is working with in Africa. So anyone interested in that, again, you can play the highlights of his interview there. So then we had the bit about the technological incubator, which is training up people within Africa to be blockchain developers that they can then build applications on top of Cardano to help people in their native countries. Going on then, we had the part about World Mobile. So there's a video there. It's about 26 minutes long that you can check out and get all of the details about how they're doing it, the various different technologies that they're using, because every location has, I suppose, different problems and different methods that can be used to help bring connections there. So I do need to dig a bit more into them. They have their website here, aiming to be the first mobile network on blockchain. And again, this is kind of all brought together through Atala Prism, with the subscribers, the identification, all being registered with the digital ID through Atala Prism on top of Cardano. So again, they do have a token as well, which I also need to dig into. You can see here, I haven't got enough information on it yet, so I'm not even going to try and start getting into it, but I will maybe follow up with another video on that as well. So next up we had talking about COTI and launching ADApay in, I suppose, working together with Save the Children as the example. We've already looked at COTI Pay, and then there was various stories about different people involved within Cardano, different SPOs, how they are all working. And again, some really great stories to see how far reaching Cardano and the technology is at the minute. So let's talk about price then. We didn't get the moon that lots of people were expecting. I did talk about it earlier in the week that I wasn't expecting a major price movement based on this event. Now, Bitcoin really did not help any potential price movements. If you look at the chart here, this was yesterday. So we got a nice movement yesterday morning, started moving up really well. On top here, we have the Bitcoin price, and on the bottom, we have the ADUSD price. But just as the event started, so if we look here, this is 5 o'clock yesterday, which is GMT time. Bitcoin started to dump, pulling the market down. So again, this pulls the ADA price down. People who were just looking at ADA and not looking at the overall market would have seen that Cardano has this huge event happening, but the price is dumping. So lots of people would have just capitulated and said, look, they're done, they're selling their tokens, they're moving on, and not looked to see that it was the whole market that was going down, not just the ADA price. Okay, camera dropped there, so we had to do a quick change. What I wanted to do anyway was just summarize this and say, like, yesterday, as I said in the beginning, has really solidified for me why I am involved in this project. Yes, we're doing a lot of good within Cardano, but for me, doing that good also means that long term, all of the holders are really going to benefit as well. So once off, looking here at the chart, so this is the ADUSD chart. I have this line over here, which is the 1st of August. I've put that in as the rough timeline for smart contracts, because in these next 3 months, as we lead up to that, that is when we are really going to see the big price spikes within ADA. They're going to come out as the testnet goes live, as we see what people are developing on the testnet, as we get feedback from developers, see what projects are actually going to go live on day one when the mainnet launches. That is what is going to get the whole community excited. With everything that's going on in Africa, over time, all the outsiders will start to see that vision and start to see the benefit of adoption. Right now, the cryptocurrency industry is so caught up in the hype of 100% gains in a week that it's hard to see the long-term vision. I've been here for the bear market, I've been here for the bull market, and what really will help, I suppose, keep prices up even during bear markets is adoption, is real world adoption, and that is what we are getting with Cardano. So for the long term, I really do believe that Cardano is one of the best projects out there to hold. Look, I do have a diversified portfolio, but ADA makes up a huge part of that. And as you can see from the channel, from the website, from the stake pools, I put a lot of time into the Cardano community because I believe in where it's going to go. So again, I'll do more deep dives into the price over the next few videos. I didn't want to let this one go by without mentioning it, because there is a lot of talk out there that what is it going to take for ADA to pump? And for me, that is what it is going to take. Over the next few months, we will see them price rises, and that's all in my opinion, obviously as the not financial advisor and all of that. So look, I hope this has been useful, guys. I really do appreciate everyone that's tuned in. If you found it useful, leave a comment, like the video, share it out there, and don't forget to subscribe. I will talk to you soon. Thanks very much for watching.